I feel great, just trying to get everybody. I'm still being a servant, I may be the leader on the team, but I'm still being a servant every day. I have to get the guys, understood to the game plan, understand how I see it, so I feel comfortable with the game plan, feel comfortable with the playbook, feel comfortable, playing right now in this offense, so I feel great.
Reese in the back.
No.
Joe, the last time we talked a while ago, we talked about how your hips and your lower body mechanical fixes that you made. How long did it take you to get comfortable with those mechanical changes?
Roughly, it took some time. You work at it every day. I feel like, something just don't happen overnight. So I feel like, the day that you forget about it is the day that it'll mess up. So I try to work on it every day.
Yeah, and then how often do you see yourself slipping back to your old form and having to fix those issues?
Not as much. That's something that we preach every day, every time we watch film. So not as much.
It seemed last year you were maybe sort of the little brother to Hendon. You seem more comfortable as a mentor. How do you feel as a mentor?
Dang, man. Y'all keep trying me with the little brother stuff, man. I try to fix my facial expressions, man. I'm sorry. I do the same thing I did last year that I do today. Nothing changed. Nothing changed, man. I do the same thing.
Are you comfortable, though, in a mentor role? You've been that to Nico, you've been that to wide receiver.
I've been that my whole life, man. I'm the oldest of 7. I've been that my whole life, so I'm comfortable, yes.
Patrick. Ben.
Joe, on social media, everybody was sharing photos of the headphones you got from the team. And how did that come about, and how did that process, and what made you want to do that for your game?
It's just a little NIL deal. Beats reached out. I did my part of what I needed to do, and then on the back end of that, they said that they have some beats for the team, and that's something that I always like doing is, helping these guys out, any way possible. So.
You had the card with the message too. Was that your idea, or
Yeah, that was my idea. Everybody that around the country that did it has a card, but the message on that card, that was for me.
Joe, I was going to ask you about all the questions you fielded all season long about backing up Hendon and so on and so forth. Just how much of a chip do you have on your shoulder right now going into the season to kind of put those conversations behind you and improve yourself, and just how excited are you to go play football and stop answering those questions?
I don't answer them unless I be asked, but to be honest, I'm just ready to play football. I don't see it no different. Do I have a chip on my shoulder? That's just because I want to, prove that to myself, that I'm good at this game and, I can play for a long time. So other than that, man, I don't look at the outside noise. Anything that's going on about Joe Milton outside of this football stadium or football facility is not my concern.
A lot of talk about Jalen Wright right now. Just how different of a running back is he, and how has he evolved into what he has been this fall camp?
Yeah, I used to preach to Jay Wright last year, about just being more mature. Things gonna happen. Last year or 2021, he had fumbles, and then as the years progressed, he stopped fumbling, and he just kept balling. He took into consideration that everybody believe in him. Don't have no self-doubt. That kills everything that you're willing to approach. So, just being able to have him in the backfield is great. He runs the ball hard. He understands what's going on. He understands the playbook, and he understands me and what the coaches want in his offense.
Joe, you've been a leader since you've been on campus here the last couple of years, whether you're playing, not playing, whatever. But was there a point in time, maybe in December last year or over the offseason, that you took ownership, saying, "Hey, this is my team"?
I always had that in the back of my head, no matter what happened. I just had to get over the situation that I had in 2021 about just understanding everyone on the team and understanding my receivers and understanding the coach's mindset. So I honestly, truly just, I felt like that since I got here. I always felt like that, even when I wasn't a starter. That's just me as a person, just being the oldest of 7. That's just something that you just kind of just take over of. So.
You guys haven't had Cooper in for much of the preseason. Has that changed anything? How do you feel like the guys that are working to replace him have
Nah, those guys up front, the starting five right now are working very hard. We wish they had Cool back, yes, absolutely, but the starting five right now are working very hard. They're working on the same communication level, and they all playing sound football.
For the offense over the course of the preseason, are you happy with the progress you guys made from one scrimmage to the next, where you guys are at?
Absolutely. You know, I preach to those guys, you got to get better every day. You want to treat these days that we have for those install and mock game day weeks, you want to treat those as the game, because as soon as the game day come, they're going to feel like practice. So,
Being in the West.
Joe, what was your off-season goal in terms of physically changing your body or anything along those lines? It looks like you've slimmed down some and maybe had a little extra burst of speed or whatnot.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that? And what was kind of your goal there?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year I was weighing like 245, 250. I felt okay, but I just wanted to, you know, my 10-yard splits, I wanted to be faster. So I knew that if I did that, I had to go back to like towards my high school size and my freshman year of college size. So I decided to do that, and I kind of cut back on certain meals.
Joe, how do you go about explaining to young guys or transfers that are coming in, you know, how fast y'all are going to play and how quickly they have to do their job? I imagine they've watched tape, they've done their homework, or they wouldn't have come here. But how do you explain to them just how quickly they have to move and what they have to prioritize to make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. It's easy to say, but it's harder to do, to be honest with you. It's a part of the process. Like, you come in, and if you understand what's going on off the field, like in the classroom with the coaches, and you understand that part, I feel like once you get to the field, everything just switches over, and it'd be different because the speed is unlike no other. Like, you have to be able to reset, not dwell on the last play, not think about the future play that's coming along if you've seen the script in practice, or just got to be able to, you know, just react and adapt to what's going on.
Coach Halsley said when you stepped into the leading role in this team, you didn't change like any of your body language or who you are. Was that important to you to be sort of authentic with your teammates?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like the Joe they got last year from being a second string, I feel like that's the Joe they're going to get as being a starter. I feel like I don't need to change at all. I feel like everything I done or I did last year, you know, I'm just here this year just to add on to it. You know, it's nothing much that is going to change, you know, just operate and do what the coaches ask.
Dale, where do you feel the most comfortable right now compared to where you were a year ago?
Just, you know, having knowledge in the system, playing more and more, just everything starting to mesh together, understanding the whys of what we're doing and everything we're doing. So the time that I spent in the system developing myself has just, you know, made me more comfortable.
Rick in the back. Get a mic to you.
Thank you. You know, Dylan, Joe always talks about the three-headed monster, a three-headed snake in the backfield that he absolutely loves. Talk about that aspect of the backfield and what each of you guys brings to this offense.
You know, I just think it's the versatility and the drive to just want to be the best, you know. And this whole running back room is, you know, talented from head to toe. You know, the young guys are coming along, asking questions, playing hard, playing physical. And I think, you know, to everybody's point, is just to have three running backs that have, you know, had experience. And, you know, going into this season, man, it's great to have. You know, you never know when you need to lean on somebody. But playing with those guys every single day, we make each other better. And I couldn't ask to be a part of a better running back room.
Patrick and Reese.
Dylan, both over the entire offseason and in camp, do you feel proud of the push you made to get more carries than you did it last year alongside Jalen and Jabbar?
Yeah, you know, I just got to trust and, you know, pray that my work ethic has been, you know, what I expected, what everybody else has expected out of me. And I believe I've been, you know, meeting that standard and achieving that standard. So I've been doing everything possible to, you know, come along, operate as a vet, learn, and, you know, grow. So there's no doubt in my mind that we go out on that field, you know, Coach Max, he trusts us, you know, he says that, you know, and I won't ever want to, like, ruin that trust, you know what I mean? So I'm going to work every single day for that.
Dylan back here. How much better do you feel you are in pass protection compared to last season?
I feel like I've definitely grown. I would say just all the glitz and glamour of last year, just because it wasn't that I didn't know what was going on. It's just, you know, everything had to settle down. But just going through spring ball, the end of the season, closer towards the end of the season, spring ball and the fall camp is just growing and learning. I operate more comfortable seeing where my eyes start and just being physical. But there's no doubt in my mind that I could go out there and operate.
So I think we're talking to Squirrel White right after you. Which of you two is faster?
Man, they keep asking this question, and I won't even answer because we ain't raced yet, and it's hard to get a good time where we could be, fully healthy to race. You know what I'm saying? But, one day when we will, we'll just let the people judge. But, we got a lot of speed on this team, man.
Anything else? Back to Patrick.
How do you feel like Jabari and Jalen have helped you kind of follow their lead in that room? How have they helped you kind of get better?
I think it really just started with last year. I came in ready to learn, eager to learn, just watching them. I've seen them grow in different ways. Jalen has been more vocal, more. He's always been energetic, but he's taken more of that leadership role. Coming into this season, Jabari has been, present and helping how he always does. But I really feel like I took what they taught me last year, and I was able to use that, develop myself, and develop me being a leader on this team. So, we help each other out, though. Through our practices, they come to me, ask me, what did I see, what they think was wrong. I ask them the same thing, because we can only be as good as the best man, you know what I mean?
What's the chemistry like with Joe? And not just you, but just, all the 4 or 5 top wideouts in the rotation?
I feel like our chemistry is very well on the field. This off season, we just really just went out and just threw a lot. We hung out a lot and stuff like that. So our chemistry is very good.
Awesome. How's your game changed from last year at this time? As far as knowledge, as far as your route running, all that stuff. Where do you feel like you've gotten better and improved?
I just feel like I just got very comfortable in this offense. Now that it's year 2 and stuff. As far as my game, I feel like I got bigger, stronger and faster. My route running, I feel like it's better, and just understanding the whole game now.
And then we'll go to Reese in the back.
Bro, what's your kind of relationship like with Dante? You guys are both working in the slot, both want to make big plays. What's kind of the working relationship you guys have?
Our relationship is pretty good. We got a 5 handshake, so y'all see that during the games and stuff. Both of us really explosive, fast and stuff. I motivate him, he motivates me, so it's just a great connection between two of us. So yeah.
You said you got bigger. How much weight did you put on, if anything, and what was your off-season routine to put on that weight?
I put on 4 pounds. I'm up to 166 now. I started taking my eating series and stuff, my eating habit series on weekends and stuff.
Any more questions for Squirrel? Patrick again?
You obviously got here early last year, so you have full springs, now your second full season. How much more comfortable do you feel in the offense? You feel like everything's just natural to you, the way you play fast and what you're doing and your reads and stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm very comfortable in the offense. Now that it's year 2 for me. Yeah.
Anything else? Reese, go ahead.
You said you got comfortable. At what point did you feel more comfortable with Heupel's offense?
I think towards the end of the season, that I got to start and just really just being dialed in and stuff.
Joe talked about he had the big game in the Orange Bowl and kind of moved past it quickly. Was it the same kind of mindset for you where you just kind of put that behind you and focus on the season, or was it hard for you not to kind of remember and think about that night?
I still think about the Orange Bowl for real. That was a big game for me. But I put that to the side, and it's next season now. So, yeah.
Wes?
Squirrel, when the situations where, you get pressed at the line, how is that something where you've learned to be more physical with that stuff, or is it still the first instinct just to use the speed and get away a little bit?
Say that again.
when you're getting pressed up or DB's trying to get physical with you because of your size, how much more comfortable are you kind of physically combating that stuff now? Or is the plan still just to kind of use speed and get away from people?
Yeah, the plan is still like just beat them with speed at the line. If I can get like physical with them, I can get physical with them.